It's the early way, yeah. 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 It's the early way. It's the early way, yeah. It's the early. What's up? I'm Early Earl. Thank y'all for hearing these YouTube streets and coming on down to the early way. I'm coming at y'all with another review. This about the baddies. They over there in the Caribbean. This is episode 3. Don't get too comfortable. And y'all, let's get it. Tune in with me. Now, y'all, before we get into the episode, I have some top tweets of the episode that I feel like we should discuss. And we have our first one, and it's from Mariah, no, not the other one. She says that Natalie was just sitting back with a drink all episode, damn near just watching the fireworks with the rest of us. And that's true. This whole episode, Natalie just sat back. She really didn't do much. You know, she laughed. She gave her opinion. She added her 2 cents. But for the most part, she just sat back and watched everything unfold. You know, it wasn't until the last few minutes of the episode where she had to put her EP hat on and let y'all know why she's needed for the show. You know, but for the most part, yeah, Natalie just sat back. She watched the shit play out, and, you know, she got her little kiki on. Hey, our next tweet is from the Baddies. And it says that this is the first full episode of the Baddies franchise where I felt like I got everything I needed without being left on a cliffhanger. I was thoroughly entertained. Let's keep that up. And that's true, you know. This episode was entertaining to me, personally. You know, I laughed with the whole episode. This shit kept me glued to the TV. So I agree. And we didn't get left out on a cliffhanger. You know, they started with the fight and ended with everybody enjoying themselves in the pool. So it was a good little mashup of an episode. So I'm like, shout out to them for that. So I agree with that one. And our next one says that Meatball ain't got a serious bone in her body. I love her. And this is from David. And that's true. When Meatball did this pose, I was like, what the hell wrong with this girl? I said, this girl got some issues. She funny though, but I said, what the hell wrong with this girl doing like a karate stance when she from the ghetto? The ghetto. That damn Meatball. She had me rolling too. But yeah, she ain't got no serious bone in her body. Only when it came to Gretchen, because she bebop Gretchen. She whooped on Gretchen, so she had to be serious at some point. You know, our next tweet says that, and this from Boy, he says that Jayla been standing on that shit for years, and that she should. If you not black, don't fucking say nigga, period. And that's true. On her season on Bad Girls Club, Jayla did check and put hands on a white girl for saying the N-word. And, you know, years later, she on Baddies doing the same thing, putting hands on a white-skinned person for saying the N-word. So that's right. She consistent with, you know, how she feel. And that's why I fuck with Jayla. She ain't changing for nothing. And I'm like, shout out to you, Jayla. Shout out to you. Our next and our last tweet is this from the other Uncle Jay. He says that she used the N-word because she felt attacked, with a confused look on Nene's face. And that's true. When Gretchen said that she only used it because she felt attacked, I was like, what? I need a better... That didn't make no sense to me. She lost me when she said that. Like, she lost me. She could have said anything. Well, shit, I felt attacked, so I used it. So you mean that when you feel attacked, you just use that word? Use it on white people, Mexican people, Hispanic people, old people, young people, whoever attack you, you call them the N-word? That's what it sounded like to me. Whoever attacks you, you're going to say nigga to them. Come again. She lost me on that one. And y'all, that was all the tweets we had for the episode. You know, now let's get into the review. We opened the show with Sapphire and Bianca. They're in the foyer of the mansion. They going at it. The fight was weak between the two of them, and it was over before it started. But if I had to choose a winner, I have to give it to Sapphire only because she got in a couple licks before security rushed in to break it up. Bianca, the whole time, she was reaching at Sapphire trying to grab at her. She was more focused on gripping that wig than throwing hands. She ends up snatching Sapphire's wig off. Then she took off running down the hall to the bathroom to flush the wig down the toilet, leaving Sapphire stood ready and waiting for more. Mariah then, she goes to check on Bianca along with Scotty and Taseki. And once again, Bianca explains to them her reason why she's beefing with Sapphire. And I just want Bianca to be honest and say that she just don't like Sapphire. It has nothing to do with Mariah anymore. Just say you watched last season like the rest of us, and Sapphire was and still is your least favorite. I get you riding for your friend, I do, but if your friend ain't riding with you, it's time for you to hit brakes and hop the fuck up out that car. Leave her where she at. We shoot back over to the rest of the baddies. They're in the sitting area just chilling. Sapphire comes in, interrupting the little bit of peace that they had. She's still ranting about Bianca. She ready to fight again. She tells them that she learned from Taseki that Bianca tried to flush her wig down the toilet. So, that's a loss. Aubrey jumps on her confession and she said those chicken noodle soup royalties must be trash because this behavior is giving Red Can Campbell chicken noodle soup. And y'all know that Red Can Campbell is a cheap soup. So she said that Bianca is very low vibrational. Meatball said this the type of shit y'all be on. That's an ass whooping every single day if it was her. Jayla says to Sapphire that maybe Bianca was just taking up for a friend, not knowing you and Mariah had already made up. And Sapphire tells her, oh, she knew that. She knew that already. She then calls in Mariah, bringing her into the conversation. Mariah come in and she says that she knew Bianca felt the way. However, she did not know she was going to, jump on Sapphire. She also let them know that, she even called Bianca after finding out that she got casted on the show and told her that she and Sapphire are cool now and she don't want her to do anything. And like I said, Bianca had her own personal reasons to jump on Sapphire. Then Mariah says that it happened last season. She cool with both Sapphire and Bianca and she trying to stay out of it. And what I took from that is that Mariah is scary. She is. If Bianca's supposed to be your friend, you stand by your friend like she's standing by you. Especially against a bitch that who already drew blood from you. Sapphire made you bleed. She did, and she made you bleed and you're not getting into it. You knew Bianca longer than you knew Sapphire, so why you choosing to stay out of it? Mariah, you ain't nobody friend. You damn sure ain't Bianca friend. Sapphire lets Mariah know it won't be any pressure towards her as long as she stay out of it. And I'm like, oh, Mariah. You heard what she said. She basically said, if you get your ass involved, you get your ass whooped. So your best bet is to stay out of it. Once that was done, Meatball asked, where the new girls at? Where they at? Then she asked them if they know Gretchen. She lets them know that Gretchen was popping shit off camera and she gonna have to beat the shit out of her all night long. Then we see Tinkerbella, Slim Too Bad, and Dia. They coming through the doors. They come on good vibes. They come in shaking their little ass, hugging everybody, saying what's up and all that. Diamond the Body and Gretchen, they came in a few minutes later. Gretchen got her ass tossed up and through that mansion, and Diamond got knocked back through the front doors. It was two fights going at one as soon as they walked through the door. As soon as Gretchen bent the corner to where the baddies was sitting at in the sitting area, Meatball locked in on her. She hopped over the back of the couch and just took off on Gretchen, knocking her all in her shit. I'm like, damn. It caught Gretchen off guard. She wasn't expecting that coming from, coming out the Gretchen wasn't expecting that shit. In her confessional, she said that, off camera, Meatball was being messy, telling her that the girls wanted her out the house. Mind you, they were never in the house yet. So, if that was said, Gretchen, why would you believe it? Y'all ain't even in the house yet. So, why would you believe what Meatball's saying? Then we switch over to Diamond when Diamond walked in the house. She walked in with her black forces on and she immediately dropped her badge and she snatched her own wig off. She said Tinker wasn't finna do it, so she snatched that shit off herself. She was ready for Tinker, like she said it was on site. Her and Tinker threw their setup, they squared up with each other, and then they go at it. They lock up with each other. Wasn't much happening, so security pulled them apart. Now, back over to Gretchen. Gretchen say she gonna always stand on business, and if a bitch ready to fight, she ready too. And I'm like, well, okay then, Gretchen. Okay then. Her and Meatball, they throw their set up and then they get to fighting again. Boom, 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 boom. They tussling. They went at it. Gretchen ain't no match for Meatball, but yet she had her own. Meatball gave her a good few licks, but Gretchen, she threw a couple licks in too before security rushed in to break it up. Then we shoot back over to Diamond. Her and Tinker, they throw their set up again and then they take off on each other. They start throwing bows. Tinker rushed Diamond, backing her all the way back through the front doors. It's like she fell into Diamond, almost tackling her, busting her through the front door and onto the driveway. Security pulls them apart. They get back on their feet and then they take it to the grass. They go at it again. Diamond got her in the headlock and went there knocking Tinker all in her shit. Bing, 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 bing. Tinker somehow gets Diamond in the headlock. Then they fall to the ground and security comes to break it up. And, if I had to choose a winner out of that fight, I'm going to give it to Diamond. But the little thing about all Tinker was doing was rushing there trying to put Diamond in that headlock before Diamond can put her into the headlock. Diamond was really throwing bows. So I'm going to give it to Diamond about it. Deep TB disturbing these bitches because that's what the fuck she do. So Diamond was ready for more. She says she from Broward County and she could go again and again and again and again, round for round. So she was ready. Tinker said she was tired and she went back in the house. Now, back in the house with Gretchen, her and Meatball, they still fighting. Gretchen doing a little something. She putting up a good fight. It's just not much for Meatball. Meatball was throwing them things. Her hits looked like they was heavy with a little bit of power into them, knocking Gretchen little bone ass all through the mansion. Security breaks it up. Then they start arguing, going back and forth, and this is where shit takes a turn. Gretchen then tells Meatball, "Get your dirty bitch ass out of here, NIGGA." This is what she say. "Get your dirty bitch ass out of here, you nigga." She didn't say you nigga, but she said, "Get your dirty bitch ass out of here, nigga." That's what she said to me, boy. And I'm like, huh? Now hold up. Wait. Gretchen. What? Gretchen then starts explaining to Scotty her side of things, telling her what happened. And then she says, NIGGA again. She says, nigga again. I'm like, huh? Everybody was taken aback, and so was I. They was like, I know she didn't just say what I think she just said. All the baddies was like, she can't be saying that. She's not black, so she can't use that word. Gretchen said she Puerto Rican. The jailer tell her it don't matter what the hell you is, you're not black, so you can't say it. And I'm like, don't tell me I can't because I'm going to show you I can. Don't tell me I can't do nothing because I'm going to show you I can. Instead of saying that she can't say that word, just ask her not to use it around y'all. And you prefer her not to say it, period. Instead of saying she can't, just say, hey, I don't want you saying that word. Please don't say that around me. Don't say it at all, actually. Tell her like that. Gretchen in her confessional say she wasn't being racist when she used that word. She just felt attacked. When she gets upset, she uses that word. No one take offense where she from when she use it. And I'm like, does the ones that don't take offense look like you, Gretchen? Because you almost look like a white lady, an old white lady at that. Or any melanin people around when you use that word. And I'm not going to get deep into it. Like, I'm not going to get deep with it. I watch this show for entertainment purposes only. And I'm just going to say that Gretchen shouldn't be saying that word. Just take it out of your vocabulary. At the end of the day, you are not black. If you don't check that box when they ask you what your race, if you don't check black when they ask you that, you can't be saying that word. And I understand where you're from, how you grew up, and you got a piece of black in you, and you feel as though it gives you rights or leverage to say that word. It doesn't. We can tell you not to say it until we blue in the face. You still gonna do what you want to do. You're gonna do what the fuck you want to do. Just be mindful of your surroundings and, people's feelings. And even though you say you weren't being racist using it, there's people out there that's not going to tolerate you using that word, whether you're being racist or not. They don't care. So it don't matter if you're being racist or not. You just shouldn't say that word. There's a lot of people that say that word, however, that's not black. Are we going to jump on them too? We're going to beat them up every time they say the NIGGA word? Gretchen says she understands them, but right now she really don't give a fuck. Now, what she said that for? Shit got turned up right after that. Y'all, Jayla swings at Gretchen. Gretchen backs up. Jayla runs up on her. They start fighting. Meatball comes rushing over. Security grabs her. Slim jumps in and takes off on Gretchen. Security knocked her back. And Dia came running over to jump on Gretchen, but security stops her too. Y'all, while security and even Scotty, so shout out to Scotty, they tried to keep everybody from jumping in the fight. Gretchen and Jayla, they wrap up with each other and they fall to the floor. They holding each other so close that Gretchen was able to bite Jayla on her chest. Everybody wants Gretchen out of the house. They want her gone. They say, get her out of here. Take her away. And from the looks of it, Gretchen ain't scared to run her face. She'll throw down. She'll throw that little setup and she'll get the swinging. They didn't have to jump her. If they wanted to ride with her, I'm pretty sure she would have gave them what they wanted. Slim and Dia didn't need to jump in anything. Dia and Gretchen, they start exchanging words. Dia say Gretchen talks too much. She also didn't like that Gretchen say that she didn't give a fuck about using the N-word. So she takes off on Gretchen and ends up getting her wig snatched. It wasn't much else done other than that, and security ends up breaking that up. Jayla, on the other hand, she upset. She full of rage. She mad. She got bit. She ready to fight again. She told Gretchen to line that shit up. Line that shit up right now. In her confessional, Gretchen said that she bit Jayla because she was in survivor mode. She was fighting everybody. And I'm on Gretchen's side with this one. If I'm being attacked from every which way, I'm doing anything I can to defend myself. And that means biting a bitch. Then so be it. Jayla and Gretchen, they square up and they fight again, and Jayla mocked her straight, whooped her. That ass whooping brought out another Nigga from Gretchen's mouth. At this point, Scotty says she need to ask Google to see if Puerto Ricans can say the N-word because Gretchen's saying it too much. And if you got to ask that question, Scotty, the answer is no, she shouldn't be saying it. Jayla say, ain't nobody going to be calling her a nigga. If your mama and daddy not black, you have no uses of that word. And I agree with Jayla. Then she say, bring that cracker asshole back out here so she can whoop that ass again. And she let us know that it's the fact that she going to be whooping on Gretchen ass and there's nothing anybody can say about it. Gretchen say her granddaddy black. Her kids are black and she's not racist. And I don't think Gretchen is racist. She didn't say nigga in a way where I felt like, me personally, she didn't say it in a way that made me feel like she was being racist. She didn't. And this is me as a black man, 100% black. Well, I'm going to say 99.9999. Gretchen comes back out and she tells them, mainly she tells Jayla that she didn't mean nothing by it. Jayla said, yes, you did, because when I asked you to stop saying it, you said you didn't give a fuck. Gretchen said she was mad. She was snubbed by a meatball, and shit just went left. She said, so she let Jayla know that she has no problem with her, and she apologizes for saying nigga. Dia comes and asks her little 2 cents, and Gretchen said to Dia, well, what's up, nigga? What you want to do? Y'all, it's not funny, but Dia added her 2 cents in. Gretchen said, well, what's up, nigga? And what she say that for? Because Jayla reached around security to swing at her. Slim Too Bad said she was triggered by what Gretchen said, and she swings on her too, knocking Gretchen all in her shit. And I'm like, Gretchen, you deserve those. You know, because what the fuck wrong with you? How you apologize? And then the same breath say, well, what's up then, nigga? And when she said it that time, I knew right then and there that nigga is like her saying bitch. You know how people say, bitch, what's up? Or what's up then, bitch? She say nigga like that. And, you know, she been saying it for so long, no one has stopped her, yet even educated her on using that word, so she continued on using it. And whoever is black around her gave her a pass to say it, and she running with that pass right into the ass whooping. So if she want to keep on saying it, let her keep getting her ass whooped. We switch back to Diamond. She ready for Tika. She ready to fight Tika another round. Tinker trolling, dancing, crawling on the floor, ran down a rig on her head. She put it on Meatball head. She walking on the wig. She acting a fool. She looking a fool. And, you know, security didn't let them fight. So Tinker put on the show. And the show wasn't funny. Everybody sitting around laughing. I thought it was very childish and very stupid. You doing all this, you wasting energy putting on a fucking show. You could have wasted that energy fighting and got that shit over with. Shit that made no sense to me. Natalie puts her EP hat on and she say, wrap this shit up. We done for the night. We done for the night. And you know what the hoes is? They fell in suit. They cut that shit out. They took shots and we end the night in the pool. They ended the night on a good note. They had fun in the pool. You know, they jumped in the pool naked and all this skinny dip and shit like that. You know, they had a good time. And y'all, that was the end of that episode. The episode was good. The episode was great. But y'all, the MVP of tonight, of that episode, I'm gonna have to give it to Big Gretch. Big Gretch came in. She stood on business. She fought who she had to fight. She said what she said, whether it was good, bad, or indifferent. You know, Big Gretch. That's the MVP. And y'all, that's all I came down here to say. I thank y'all for tuning in to the early way. And if you haven't liked, comment, and subscribe. And I'm gonna catch y'all next time.